Hello students, I welcome you all to today's session. I hope all of you are doing perfect at your places. Today's topic is body movements, learning objectives, know about the different types of organs and how they function, know about different organ systems and their functions, know how a human being can breathe and stay alive, know how a human being feels and reacts, and know how a human being is able to walk in straight posture against various reactions. So this chapter is entirely going to deal with the body movements that human beings possess. किस तरीके से होते हैं, कौन से parts aid करते हैं is what we are going to deal in this chapter. Let's begin with the chapter. Now we know that about the forms and functions of plants. Likewise, all other living beings have a specific structure and systems to carry out various functions. For example, we have eyes which help us to see things, our ears help us to hear and balance the body. We eat food with the help of teeth and tongue, and likewise each organ of the body has a special function to perform. Some of these organs are visible from the outside, for example your eyes, ears and limbs, but there are other organs that cannot be seen as they are present inside our body, such as stomach, lungs and kidneys. What are these organs and how do they function? The organs which carry out similar kinds of functions collectively form an organ system. For example, your digestive system, respiratory system and excretory system. In this chapter, we shall learn about the structure and functions of these different systems and their constituent organs in human beings. So just like your plants, which we have just studied in the previous chapter, human beings also possess different kinds of movements. अलग-अलग limbs होते हैं. We have different kinds of parts. कुछ external parts होते हैं जो visible होते हैं. For example, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, and then you have certain organs जो आपकी body के अंदर होते हैं, which are your internal organs. Now there are a set of organs जो collectively एक ही type के functions को carry forward करवाते हैं. We summarize them in systems. For example, digestive system. Then you have respiratory system, circulatory system, and excretory system. Let's begin with the chapter. Now we have number 1, digestive system. All living beings need food to grow and stay healthy, so we eat a variety of food daily. This food is utilized by our body for keeping us fit and providing energy. But how does our body utilize this food to gain energy? The food that we eat breaks down into smaller particles. These particles, however, cannot be absorbed by our body unless they are changed into absorbable forms. The conversion of insoluble food into soluble food is called or known as digestion, and this digested food is absorbed and used by our body. For carrying out this complete process, several organs of our body are involved, and these are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus, gallbladder, liver and pancreas. All these organs collectively constitute digestive system. Now we are going to study about their function. So number 1 is हम जितनी भी चीजें डेली बेसिस पे करते हैं, इट हैपेंस बिकॉज हमारी बॉडी में कॉन्स्टेंटली एनर्जी फॉर्म होती रहती है. एनर्जी मिलती है खाने की वजह से, बट डायरेक्टली जो आप खाना खाते हो उसका आपकी एनर्जी नहीं मिलती है. ब्रेक डाउन होती है स्मॉलर पार्टिकल्स में, एंड ये सब प्रोसेस आपका होता है डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम के डिफरेंट ऑर्गन से. दीज आर योर माउथ, एसोफेगस, योर स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, स्टमक्स, एंड किस तरीके से कौन सा पार्ट एड करता है. लेट्स स्टडी दैट. नंबर 1 इज योर माउथ. The process of digestion starts in our mouth. It contains tongue, teeth and salivary glands. The food is mixed with the saliva secreted by our salivary glands, and this mixing helps our food to break down into smaller pieces with the help of teeth. Humans have 4 types of teeth, that is incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Incisors are used for biting the food, whereas premolars and molars help in the grinding of food. सबसे पहले आपका digestive system में आता है mouth, जिसमें teeth and esophagus, and before that your tongue also. Teeth भी human beings में 4 type के होते हैं. Premolars, molars, canines and incisors, which help in biting, grinding, chewing your food. Now you have an activity. All living beings have different combinations of teeth. Find out the arrangements of teeth in elephant, lion, dog, deer, horse, cat, rabbit, camel, and find the reasons for the difference in their dentition pattern. So different kinds of animals also have different kinds of teeth based on the eating habits that they have. Here is a list of different kinds of animals. Please find out कि इनमें dentition system किस तरीके के दांत इनके होते हैं, and why is that like that. Please find it out. Now you have a second, and human teeth grows twice in life. The first set of teeth called the milk teeth is temporary. These grow during the childhood between 1 and 8 years of age, and these are 20 in number. They shed as the child grows. The second set of teeth grows after the shedding of milk teeth. These are permanent and 32 in number, and the permanent set is irreplaceable and cannot grow if lost due to age or any other reason. So एक पूरे लाइफ टाइम में ह्यूमन बींग्स के 2 सेट ऑफ टीथ होते हैं. पहला होता है बिटवीन द एजेस ऑफ 1 and 8 years ओल्ड. ये आपके दूध के दांत होते हैं, मिल्क टीथ, या फिर टेम्परेरी टीथ, क्योंकि ये शेड होते हैं. इसके बाद आपके परमानेंट टीथ निकलते हैं, विच इज 32 इन नंबर. ये एक बार आपके खराब हो गए या टूट गए या एज की वजह से गिर गए तो इसके बाद आपके नेचुरली एटलीस्ट नए दांत नहीं निकल सकते हैं. देन यू हैव tongue. It is an important part of the mouth. Let us learn its functions. Number 1 is mixing the food with saliva, swallowing of food, sensing the taste of food items and speaking. फिर आपका आता है tongue. या आप saliva mix होता है आपके food में जो आपके food को और soften कर देता है, ये आपके टंग में होता है. बोल आप पाते हो, दैट ऑल्सो हैपन्स बिकॉज ऑफ टंग. एंड देन आप खाने को टेस्ट कर पाते हो, दैट ऑल्सो हैपन्स बिकॉज ऑफ टंग ओनली. नाउ बिफोर मूविंग अहेड देयर इज एन एक्टिविटी. Take little quantity of sugar, salt, lemon and bitter gourd. Put them one by one on different parts of the tongue. Do all parts of the tongue sense all the taste? Can you tell which part senses which taste? तो आपको 3 से 4 अलग चीजें लेनी है. नमकीन, खट्टी, कड़वी, मीठी. जीभ के अलग अलग पार्ट्स में आप रखोगे, आपको अलग अलग पार्ट्स में डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ टेस्ट आएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल टिप ऑफ योर टंग आपका स्वीट चीजें टेस्ट करता है. सिर्फ टिप पे नमक रखोगे आपको नमक का टेस्ट नहीं आएगा. देन उसके बाद आपका बिल्कुल सेंटर में सॉल्ट का आता है, पीछे थोड़ा सावर खट्टा टाइप का टेस्ट आता है. देन लास्ट में आपका आता है बिटर, कड़वा टेस्ट. अलग अलग टेस्ट बाड्स आपके टंग में प्लेसमेंट रहती है. देन यू हैव द इसोफेगस और योर फूड पाइप. It is also called the food pipe, which acts as a passage or tube. It takes the food from the mouth to the stomach. Esophagus का ज़्यादा कुछ फंक्शन होता नहीं है, एक ही काम करता है, माउथ से पेट तक खाना पहुंच जाता है. And then you have the stomach. A bag-like structure where food is stored for digestion is called the stomach. The food gets churned in the stomach into a semi-solid paste. This semi-solid food then passes into the small intestine for further digestion. Then comes your stomach. यहाँ पे आपके बहुत digestive juices होते हैं. यहाँ पे भी आपका complete digestion नहीं होता है. यहाँ पे आपका खाना और ज़्यादा smaller particles में convert होता है और next part तक जाता है, which is your small intestine. This organ is arranged in the form of a coil. Digestion of food is completed here. Liver and pancreas pour their digestive secretions in the small intestine to digest the food. Excessive secretions from the liver are stored in the gallbladder and the digested food is also absorbed by the small intestine. Final absorption जो आपका होता है, it happens in the small intestine. पैंक्रिया से पैंक्रियाटिक जूसेस आते हैं, लिवर से आपके बाइल जूस आता है जो आपके खाने को और अच्छी तरीके से डाइजेस्ट करके फाइनली अब्सॉर्ब करने में help करता है. Then comes your large intestine. The large intestine is responsible for the absorption of water and removal of the undigested solid wastes from the body. The part where absorption of water occurs is known as colon, while secretion takes place through anus. अब आपका आता है large intestine, यहाँ पे water और थोड़ा अगर बच जाता है digestion का part, वो आपका इस part में होता है. colon में आपका almost सारा का सारा water जो absorption होता है, it happens in the colon, और excretion waste product जो आपका निकलता है वो निकलता है anus के through. Now think yourself, what is organ system? Can you name some of them? What is the need of digestion? And list the parts of digestive system. What are the parts and functions of the mouth? So please answer these questions on your own. Now you have a factopedia. The mouth cavity leads to 2 tubes in our body. One is esophagus connected to the stomach, while the other is a trachea connected to the lungs. Esophagus is the food pipe, while trachea is the wind pipe. तो आपके यहाँ पे 2 टाइप के पाइप होते हैं. One is the esophagus food pipe जो आपके खाने को ट्रांसपोर्ट कराता है. Another one is the wind pipe. दोनों होते आसपास ही हैं. That is why कभी-कभी आपका खाना अटक जाता है because आपके wind pipe में आपका हल्का खाना चला जाता है. Now you have the respiratory system. All living beings breathe in oxygen. It helps to break down the absorbed food in the body to release energy required for our growth and survival. This process is called the respiration. During the process, we inhale oxygen from the air and produce carbon dioxide as a waste product. The breathing is the process of inhalation of oxygen from the atmosphere and exhalation of carbon dioxide. It is an important part of the respiration process. When we breathe in air, it reaches our lungs. From there, oxygen enters our blood. The blood in turn releases carbon dioxide and water vapors into the lungs. These are then removed from the lungs with the exhaled air. Organs responsible for respiration form our respiratory system. They are the nostrils, nasal cavity, trachea, bronchi and lungs. Now let us study their functions before moving ahead. अब आपका आता है respiratory system जिसमें आपका respiration होता है. Respiration क्या होता है? जब आप ब्रीदिंग वगैरह करते हो, आपका ब्रीदिंग का पूरा प्रोसेस होता है, ऑक्सीजन का इनटेक होता है, तो आपका खाना ऑक्सीजन के प्रेजेंस में ब्रेक डाउन होता है एंड रेस्पिरेशन की वजह से ही आपकी एनर्जी भी रिलीज होती है। ब्रीदिंग एंड रेस्पिरेशन आर टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स, ये इंटरचेंजेबल नहीं होते हैं। ब्रीदिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन। द ऑर्गन्स विच आर इन्वॉल्व्ड आर nostrils, nasal cavity, trachea, bronchi and lungs. Now let's study about them one by one. Number one is nostrils. These are the nasal openings through which air enters into a nasal cavity. This is your nose, जो आपका gap होता है, which is your nostrils. इसी से आप क्या करते हो? Inhale करते हो. Then comes your nasal cavity. The nasal cavity has fine hair and a sticky material called mucus. They prevent dirt, dust and germs from entering our lungs. When we breathe through our mouth, these harmful substances enter our body and therefore we should always breathe through our nose. It also warms up the air रीचिंग द लंग्स। अब आपकी नेजल कैविटी आती है जिसमें आपके नोज के अंदर फाइन छोटे छोटे हेयर होते हैं, स्टिकी स्ट्रक्चर होता है विच इज द म्यूकस। बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली आसपास क्योंकि डस्ट पार्टिकल्स भी होते हैं, वो आपकी बॉडी के लिए अच्छे नहीं है, तो ये फाइन हेयर एंड म्यूकस डस्ट को आपके लंग्स तक नहीं पहुंचने देता है। Then you have the trachea. The inhaled air now passes to trachea from the nasal cavity, and this is a cartilaginous tube lined with mucus. The trachea also helps in preventing dust and germs from entering the lungs. अब आपका आता है trachea. इसमें आप जितना भी एयर को इनहेल करते हो, ट्रेकिया की मदद से ही आपके लंग्स तक पहुंचता है। Then you have the bronchi. Trachea divides into two tubes called bronchi. Singular is bronchus, and each bronchus connects trachea to the lungs. अब आपके पास million of bronchi होते हैं, bronchi का singular bronchus होता है, और हर जो bronchioles होते हैं ट्रेकिया को lungs से connect करते हैं। Then you have the lungs. Finally, air enters our lungs through bronchi. Here, each bronchus divides further into smaller tubules called the bronchioles. These bronchioles end into air sacs where exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. The process of breathing, that is inhalation and exhalation of air, is assisted by the chest and the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a muscular membrane which can be raised up or lowered down and thus helps in breathing. Finally, आपका आता है last part of your respiratory system which is your lungs. यहाँ पे आपका finally air पहुँच जाती है। पूरे प्रोसेस में आपका ऑक्सीजन ब्लड अब्सॉर्ब कर लेता है और एक्सेल कर देता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट और एज अ वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट। सो ब्रीदिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन। Now comes the circulatory system. The system that supplies blood to all the organs of the body is called the circulatory system. Its main organs are the heart, the blood vessels. Now let us study about these functions. Number one is your heart, but before moving ahead, there is a factopedia. If you keep a finger under your nose near the nostrils, you will observe that air does not come out from both the nostrils with the same force. In fact, you will be surprised to know that all of us breathe in and out mostly with one nostril all the time or at a time. तो नोज के बिल्कुल नीचे यहाँ पे अगर आप उंगली रखोगे तो यू विल ऑब्जर्व कि आपकी दोनों नोस्ट्रल से सेम स्पीड से या सेम अमाउंट की एयर एक्सेल नहीं होती है। ऑल ऑफ अस मैक्सिमम टाइम्स एक बार में एक ही नोस्ट्रल से हम ब्रीद इन और ब्रीद आउट करते हैं। Now the heart, it is one of the most important organs of our body. It is located in the middle of the chest cavity but is tilted slightly towards the left. The size of our heart is almost the size of our fist. It beats 70 to 72 times per minute and supplies the blood to the body through blood vessels. अब आपका आता है हार्ट, सेंटर में होता है, हल्का सा लेफ्ट की तरफ टिल्टेड होता है और आपकी मुट्ठी की साइज का आपका हार्ट होता है। फिस्ट का मतलब होता है मुट्ठी। एक मिनट में करीबन 70 से 72 टाइम्स ये बीट करता है और ऑक्सीजन को पूरे ब्लड वेसल्स की मदद से पूरी बॉडी तक ट्रांसपोर्ट करवाता है। एंड देन यू हैव द ब्लड वेसल्स। There are three types of blood vessels in our body, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries carry blood from our heart to different parts of the body. Veins transport blood towards the heart from the body parts, while capillaries are thin vessels connecting arteries to the veins, and thus in our body blood flows through the following path: heart, from the heart to the arteries, from the arteries to the capillaries, and finally to the veins of your entire बॉडी। फिर आपकी ब्लड वेसल्स आती हैं, आर्टरीज, वेन्स और कैपिलरीज में डिवाइड होती हैं। आर्टरीज क्या करता है? इट कैरीज द ब्लड फ्रॉम योर हार्ट टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ योर बॉडी, एंड वेन्स कैरी द डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम योर बॉडी टू योर हार्ट। Now you have an activity. Look at your hands and legs. The observation, you will see greenish blue lines below the skin. These are veins which are easily visible. Arteries are not visible as they lie a little deeper. अब अपने हाथ पैरों में देखोगे आपको इस तरीके की greenish blue कलर की lines दिखाई देंगी. These are your veins. ये थोड़ी skin की तरफ होती हैं इसलिए आपको visible होती हैं, but arteries थोड़ी और deeply आपकी engraved होती हैं skin में. That is why arteries are not visible. Now the blood. Our vessels carry a red viscous fluid that is called blood. Blood contains 3 types of blood cells suspended in the plasma. An average male has 5 to 6 liters of blood, while in a female its volume is 4 to 5 liters. फिर आपका blood आता है, एवरेज एडल्ट मेल में 5 से 6 लीटर ब्लड होना चाहिए और फीमेल्स में 4 से 5 लीटर. Now, blood has many important functions. Let us learn a few of them. It transports digested food products to different organs of our body. The gases carbon dioxide and oxygen are carried by blood. It transports oxygen to our body parts and collects carbon dioxide from them and releases it into the lungs. Blood also transports the waste products to the kidneys for excretion. The maintenance of our body temperature is also helped by the flow of blood in the body. Blood helps in the defense against infections by providing immunity to our body. तो आपकी बॉडी में जो ऑक्सीजन का absorption होता है, CO2 का exhalation होता है, all this happens because of the blood. Apart from that, जितने भी minerals, vitamins आपके absorb होते हैं, it also happens because of your blood only. Apart from that, infection से आपको बचाना हो, protection वाला part हो, वो भी blood से ही होता है. Now comes your nervous system. The continuous changes in the environment are felt by us. We sweat during summer while we wear woolens in winter to protect ourselves from cold. Similarly, during night we switch on lights to make things visible. We feel pain when we have a cut anywhere on our body. Now, how do these responses occur? We feel these changes through our senses, that is a sense of sight, hearing, smell, taste and touch. Let us learn the functions of nervous system. तो अलग-अलग responses जो आप अपने environment के हिसाब से changes अपने environment के हिसाब से अपनी body में लेकर आते हो, it happens because of your nervous system. इसमें आपका sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of smell, sense of taste, ये सब होता है. Let's study about them one by one, but before that, there is an activity. Place your middle and index fingers on the inner side of the wrist. Do you feel any thumping? This thumping is called the pulse. Count the number of pulse per minute. Find out where else can you feel the pulse. तो आपका index finger, thumb कुछ भी यहाँ पर लेकर आइए आप. यहाँ पे आपको thumping, एक thumping, beating feel होगी. This is your heart rate. Pulse rate भी इसको बोलते हैं. देखिए, count करिए, observe करिए, monitor करिए. 1 मिनट में कितनी बार आपकी ये thumping होती है. Now think yourself, what is the difference between breathing and respiration? How does a respiratory system prevent dust and germs from entering our lung? What is the importance of blood vessels in human body? And write any 2 functions of blood. All these questions, please answer yourselves. Now you have the sense organs. There are 5 sense organs in our body which help us to know about the surroundings. These are eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Let us know their functions. Our eyes are sensitive to light and help in seeing. Ears are the organs of hearing as they can perceive sound. Nose helps us to smell things. Tongue is sensitive to taste and skin is sensitive to the touch. तो 5 sense organs आपके होते हैं. कानों से आप सुन सकते हो, आंखों से आप देख सकते हो, नोज से आप स्मेल कर सकते हो, स्किन से आप फील कर सकते हो और टंग से आप टेस्ट करते हो. ये आपके 5 sense organs हैं. Then second is your nerves. These carry sensations from the sense organs to the brain or spinal cord, and these nerves also carry commands or signals from the brain or spinal cord to our body parts. अब आपके nerves आते हैं, body से कोई भी message brain तक पहुंचाना हो या brain से वही command अलग-अलग body parts तक देनी हो, this happens because of nerves. And then you have the brain, the master organ of your body. This important part is located inside our skull. On receiving a message, the brain decides the reaction of the body towards the environmental changes. Immediately, it sends out commands to different parts of the body for action through nerves. अब brain अलग-अलग nerves aid करती हैं. जैसे ही brain तक message जाता है, तुरंत command वापस जाता है उस body part तक और फिर आपको चीजें दिखाई, सुनाई और feel होने लग जाती हैं. And then comes your spinal cord. Our spinal cord is located inside our backbone. Like brain, it also receives and sends messages through nerves. Thus, brain, spinal cord and nerves are the main organs of the nervous system, which helps in the coordinating all the functions of the body and also help the other systems of the function. अब spinal cord आता है, nerves वगैरह के साथ ही आपके brain से connected होता है. जितनी भी चीजें surrounding से brain तक पहुंचानी हो, messages या command आपके अलग-अलग body parts तक देना हो. It happens because of the spinal cord. Now there's a factopedia. Snakes cannot hear any sound. They can receive vibrations through their bodies or respond to visual stimulus or stimuli. For example, vibrations due to walking on the ground can be felt by a snake. When the snake charmer plays a tune, the snake feels the movements of the instrument and the snake charmer and then reacts. अब स्नेक कुछ भी सुन नहीं सकता है, सिर्फ देख सकता है और वाइब्रेशंस को सेंस कर सकता है, फील कर सकता है. इसलिए जो स्नेक चार्मर होता है, जो स्नेक के अलग अलग आपको डांसेस वगैरह टाइप्स दिखाता है, वो ज़्यादातर आपको दिखेगा अपनी जो भी बीन होती है उसको हिलाता भी रहता है. क्यों? बिकॉज को स्नेक को सुनाई कुछ नहीं देता है, बट वो खाली इंस्ट्रूमेंट की मूवमेंट को मॉनिटर करके चेंजेस करता है. Now there's an activity. Keep different types of objects in a room. Blindfold your friend. Tell him or her to touch these objects and try to identify them. Is he or she able to identify them? You will notice that our brain can recognize different things without seeing them. अपने फ्रेंड को लेकर आइए, blindfold करिए, आंखों पे पट्टी बांधिए और आसपास कुछ चीज़ों को फील करवाइए, स्मेल करवाइए, टच करवाइए. You will see कि ब्रेन कभी-कभी बिना देखे भी कुछ चीज़ों को फील करके recognize कर सकता है. Now you have the excretory system. The excretory system helps us to remove the wastes from our blood in the form of urine. It is made up of kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. अब excretory system आता है, blood से जितना भी toxins होते हैं उनको remove करने में ये help करता है, जिसमें kidney, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra aid करते हैं. How? Let's see that. Number one is kidneys. Kidneys are bean shaped and reddish brown in color. They filter the urea as waste from the blood and maintain water and mineral balance in our body. अब kidneys की वजह से ही आपकी water खाने में जितनी भी तरीके के टॉक्सिन्स होते हैं, यूरिया स्पेसिफिकली, उसको फिल्टर आउट करता है, यूरिन के फॉर्म में आपकी बॉडी से बाहर निकाल देता है. Then you have the ureters. These are small tubes or ducts which carry wastes from the kidneys to the urinary bladder. अब किडनी ने फाइनली फिल्टर आउट कर दिया है आपके यूरिया को, अब यूरिया कैरी होता है आपके यूरिनरी ब्लैडर तक बिकॉज ऑफ ureters. Then come the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a sac or bag-like structure which stores urine. Urine excrete होने से पहले जहाँ पे store होता है, it is your urinary bladder. And then finally you have the urethra. This is a small duct which opens to the outside and excretes the urine from our body. अब body से finally जब आप excrete करते हो urine को, urination जो आपका होता है, it is because of urethra. Now you have the reproductive system. You all know that all living organisms can produce young ones of their own kind. Bird lay egg which hatch into young birds. Humans give birth to babies and dog gives birth to puppies, etc. This process of producing young ones is called reproduction. All organisms have special organs for reproduction. Human males have testes which produce sperms, while females have ovaries to produce ova. Sperm and ova fuse together to form zygote, which gradually develops into a baby. Now you have the reproductive system. Different kinds of organisms, including different kinds of species of animals, give birth to the young ones in different ways. For example, birds egg lay करती हैं, उसमें से young ones hatch out होते हैं. Dogs puppy को birth देते हैं. And human beings also give birth to their young ones. Similarly, आपके जो humans में males होते हैं, they have testes जो sperms produce करते हैं. Females में ovaries होती हैं जो ova produce करती हैं. They fuse together. Zygote का formation होता है और उससे फिर आपका baby grow करता है. Then you have the endocrine system. There are some specialized glands in our endocrine system. These glands secrete chemicals known as hormones. The hormones are responsible for the control and coordination of the various functions of our body. A few important endocrine glands of our body are thyroid, parathyroid, pancreas, adrenal, pituitary, testis and ovary. अब आपके endocrine system आते हैं, इसमें आपके अलग अलग organs होते हैं, जितनी भी आपकी body में अलग अलग changes आते हैं, hormonal changes आते हैं, different kinds of changes आते हैं girls में, boys में. It happens because of different organs of your endocrine system. Now think yourself, name the major organs of our nervous system. What is the major function of kidneys? Explain the term reproduction. What are hormones? What is their function? Write the names of a few endocrine glands in our body, and these questions you have to answer on your own. Now you have the muscular system. Different muscles in our body make the muscular system. There are more than 600 muscles in our body. These muscles help in the movement and locomotion. Our body organs also contain different kinds of muscles. These muscles contract and expand, which helps the body and its organs in carrying out their movements and functions. For example, heart muscles help the heart to beat, leg muscles help us to move, and muscles of the hands help us to hold the things right, etc. So you have in total more than 600 muscles in your body, जो अलग अलग टाइप के मूवमेंट्स में, चलने में, चीजें होल्ड करने में, लिखने में, हर चीज में आपकी बॉडी को हेल्प करते हैं. And then you have the skeletal system. Our skeletal system has a very complex structure. It consists of the skull, backbone, ribs, hip bones and bones of arms and legs. Let us learn the functions of the skeletal system. It protects the soft and delicate internal organs of the body from injuries. It provides the body its shape and form. It helps in the movement with the help of muscles. The bones are joined together by elastic strands, ligaments, whereas muscles are attached to the bones by inelastic tissues called tendons. Locomotion is the result of a coordinated action of the muscles on the limb bones and our muscles contract and relax, which helps the bones to move. So you have skeletal system जिसमें आपके hip bone अलग अलग टाइप के bones आती हैं, and what are its primary functions? आपके internal delicate organs को protect करना हो गया, muscles को protect करना हो गया, movement के help में आपका bone help करता है. And then you have the human body movements. Our body's basic framework is formed by bones. They are primarily made up of calcium and phosphorus along with the proteins. They support our body. If we had no bones, we would be just a lump of muscles and fats with a shapeless body. Bones also help in the movement together with the help of muscles. But have you ever thought, how do you move your hands and legs? Why is it that we are able to move some parts of our body easily in various directions, while a few others can be moved in one direction only? Why are we unable to move some parts और at all? So you have human body movements. अलग अलग टाइप की movements होती है. आपका जो body का एक structure होता है, it is also because of your bones. अगर bones नहीं होंगी तो आपकी body में कोई shape आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगी. सिर्फ muscles और fat होंगी, shape होगी ही नहीं. अब इन्हीं की वजह से आप कुछ parts अपनी body के अच्छी तरीके से move भी कर पाते हो, but then there are certain parts of your body जिसको आप अलग अलग direction से move नहीं कर सकते हो, एक ही direction में कर पाते हो. Why is that? We'll study that later. Now you have the joints. Our bones are joined to each other at various places. These places are called joints. Just like the pipes are attached to each other at the hinges, the surface of the bones forming the joint is lined with a soft cushion called the cartilage, so that the bones do not rub against each other and damage themselves. We know that bones cannot bend. Therefore, bending or movement of our body or body part occurs only at joints where the bones meet each other. The human body has different kinds of joints to perform different kinds of functions. Let us proceed further. तो आपके joints होते हैं जहाँ पे आपका जोड़ होता है, वहीं से आपकी movement proper तरीके से हो पाती है. Cartilages आपके proper तरीके से bones के बीच में होते हैं ताकि bones के बीच में friction की वजह से वो खुद को damage ना कर दे. तो जहाँ पे आपके joints होंगे, for example finger है, finger के बीच में joint है तो finger आपकी move कर पाती है. जहाँ पे joint नहीं होगा वो area आपका move नहीं कर पाएगा. Now which parts are present in your joints? Let's see that. Number one is your fibrous joints. They connect the bones without allowing any movement. These are also known as fixed joints. For example, bones of the skull, pelvis and upper jaw. You must have noticed that while eating or yawning, only your lower jaw moves whereas the upper jaw is unable to move. अब आपके fibrous joints आते हैं या आपके fixed joints होते हैं, that means they cannot move at all. आपका skull के bone हो गया, joint हो गया, fibrous joint है, move नहीं कर सकता है. जब आप खाते हो या बोलते हो, आपका हमेशा lower jaw, ये वाला jaw जो है वही move करेगा, upper jaw move नहीं करता है, ना खाते हुए, ना बोलते हुए, ना कुछ और करते हुए. क्यों? क्योंकि ये भी आपका fibrous joint होता है. They cannot move. Then you have the synovial joints. They allow much more movement than cartilaginous joints. They are also called so because the cavities between joints are filled with synovial fluid, which helps to lubricate and protect the bones. There are several types of synovial joints. Let us learn more about a few of them. अब आपके synovial joints आते हैं, इनके बीच में synovial fluid होता है. Because of that, थोड़ी बहुत restricted movement होती है, but little bit movement you can do. So number one is your hinge joints. Hinge joints allow our appendages to move only back and forth. For example, the joints of elbow, knee, etc. These work like the hinges of a door, which allows it to move back and forth only. अब आपके hinges जैसे दरवाजे में होता है, अंदर बाहर की तरफ ही आप खोल सकते हो. ये भी आपका restricted movement होता है. It is because of your hinge joints. आपके elbows होते हैं, knees होते हैं, इसी तरीके की movement आप कर पाते हो और maximum अलग अलग direction में आप नहीं move कर सकते हैं. Then you have ball and socket joints. They allow movement in any direction. Here, the rounded end of one bone fit to the cavity of other bone. For example, joints of hips and shoulders. अब आपका shoulder movement आपका 360 डिग्री पूरा गोल रोटेट आप कर सकते हो. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे ball and socket joint होता है जो उसको 360 डिग्री या किसी भी डायरेक्शन में मूव करने में हेल्प करता है. Then you have the pivot joint. It allows rotation around an axis. For example, the joint found in our neck is a pivot joint. It permits our head to bend forward and backward and turns our right or left. Similarly, the joints of forearms where the two bones, radius and ulna, twist around each other are your pivotal joints. अब pivotal joints होते हैं, ये आपका backward और forward movement में aid करता है. Then you have the skeleton. The bones of our body therefore join with each other and form a framework to give a shape, and this framework is known as a skeleton. If you press your body at various parts, you can feel the bones and joints. Not only this, you can even count the bones in your body. तो ये skeleton आपके framework of bones होता है जो आपकी body को एक structure, एक direction provide करता है, which is your skeleton. Even आप अपने bones को count भी कर सकते हैं. Given below are the main parts of the human skeleton. Number one is your skull. The skull is the most complicated bony structure and consists of 22 different bones. These bones are firmly fixed together and protect the brain present in it. अब skull में आपके 22 bones होते हैं, complicated structure है, and it protects the brain inside it. Then you have spine or backbone. It consists of 24 separate differently shaped bones attached to a triangular curved bone at the bottom. Our spine starts from the neck and continues throughout our back. These bones help us to bend our back. If our backbone was made up of only one long bone, we would not be able to bend. आपका spine और backbone आता है, 24 separate bones होती हैं, and ये 24 अलग अलग bone होती हैं. That is why आप अपने back को अलग अलग direction में move कर पाते हो. Then after that you have the rib cage. The chest of a human body is supported by curved bones called ribs. These join the chest bone and backbone to form a box called the rib cage, and this protects several important internal organs. जब आपका rib cage आता है, chest bone और backbone का collective आपका combination होता है, which is called the rib cage, और इसके बीच में आपके kidney, stomach, heart, ये delicate organs होते हैं. Then you have the shoulder bones. Raise your hand, touch the wall of a room and press it hard. Can you feel two bones being raised at your shoulders? These are your shoulder bones. जब आप कभी भी height पे कुछ भी shoulder की मदद से आप कुछ lift करने की कोशिश करोगे तो आप हमेशा यहाँ पे आपको दो bones आपको feel होंगे, movement feel होगा. These are your shoulder bones. Then you have the pelvic bones. The bones supporting the hip region and the portion below the stomach constitute the pelvic bones. Your hips and the portion below your waist is your pelvic region, और pelvic bone यहीं पर present होती है. Then you have bones of hand. Our hand is made up of 27 small bones which help it to form a grip and hold things. अब हाथों में भी आपके 27 छोटे छोटे अलग अलग bones होती हैं जो आपको लिखने में, hold करने में चीज़ों को help करती है. Now there's a factopedia. The thigh bone is so strong that it can withstand the axial load of 1600 to 1800 kgs. तो thigh bone जो आपकी होती है, it is so strong कि करीबन आपका 1600 से 1800 kilograms का weight अकेली उठा सकती है. Then you have bones of feet. Feet and toes are essential for the movement of our body. They bear the weight of the body and help to maintain the balance. Each foot consists of 26 bones, whereas the whole leg has 31 bones. However, there are some parts in our body which are devoid of any bones. One of them is our earlobe. Press the earlobe and upper parts of the ear with your fingers, you will feel the difference. अब आपके feet होते हैं, हर एक feet में 2 फीट है, एक फीट में आपके 26 बोन्स होते हैं, कलेक्टिवली सारे के पूरी की पूरी लेग्स में आपके 31 बोन्स होते हैं. एंड कुछ एरियाज आपके बॉडी में ऐसे भी होते हैं जिसमें कोई भी बोन्स प्रेजेंट नहीं होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल योर ईयर लोब, इस पार्ट को आप मोड़ोगे भी तो आपको कोई बोन आपको फील नहीं होगा. Thus, the human skeleton is a mobile framework made up of 206 bones. Although individual bones are rigid, the skeleton as a whole is remarkably flexible and allows various kinds of movements. So these movements are held by the contraction and relaxation of muscles. During contraction, the long muscles become thicker and shorter in length, while during relaxation, they revert to their original size. These muscles work in pairs, while when one of them contracts, the other relaxes. Contraction pulls the bone in one direction, whereas relaxation brings the bone to its original position. So despite of all the complexities of your entire skeleton system, because of that only you are able to move in different directions. Now, bones in animals. There is an enormous variety of living animals on our earth. These animals are different from each other in many ways. You have learned that human beings have a complex skeletal system which makes the body rigid and gives shape to it. Many animals, however, do not have any bones in their bodies. For example, insects, jellyfish, starfish, earthworm, leech, etc. The absence of bones or skeletal system in their bodies make their body flexible. According to the presence or absence of bones, we can divide animals into two different types, which is vertebrates and invertebrates. Before moving ahead to that topic, bones आपके animals में भी अलग अलग type के animals होते हैं, different species, different kinds of movements also they possess. अब कुछ animals आपके ऐसे होते हैं जैसे छोटे छोटे से insects वगैरह होते हैं, इनमें कोई bones नहीं होता है. Depending upon whether animals have bones or they do not have, we have two categories. Number one is vertebrates. Animals with bones or at least a backbone are called vertebrates. For example, frog, fish, rat, rabbit, snake and human beings. अब आपके आते हैं vertebrates. Bone या at least backbone का structure अगर इनमें है, so we will call them vertebrates. And then you have invertebrates. These are animals without a backbone or any bones. For example, cockroach, prawn, leech and ant. अब invertebrates में ना ही backbone होगी या bone का कोई structure आपको इनमें देखने को नहीं मिलेगा. For example, in the cases of cockroaches. Now there is a factopedia. At the time of birth, we have about 300 to 350 bones in our bodies. By the time we grow up, there are 206 bones left. How does it happen? Because many of the bones in the infants fuse together to form long bones. तो जब हम पैदा होते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी में अराउंड 300 to 350 बोन्स होती हैं, बट जैसे जैसे हम बड़े होते जाते हैं कुछ छोटी छोटी बोन्स फ्यूज होना शुरू कर जाती है लॉन्गर बोन्स में, एंड देन वी आर जस्ट द बोन्स आर रिड्यूस्ड टू 206 इन नंबर्स. Now, movement in animals. All living organisms show some kind of movement. It is a change only in the position of a part of the body, while locomotion involves movements of the whole body from one place to another, like in walking, running, swimming or flying. This movement in the animal occurs for search of food or protection from place to place. तो animals में भी आपको movement देखने को मिलेगा because of different kinds of reasons. So different animals have developed different organs to move. Given below are a few examples. Number one, an earthworm has strong muscles which help it to move, whereas each leech has suckers for movement. During movement, the body of an earthworm alternatively expands and contracts with the help of muscles, and it moves very short distances in one stroke and therefore requires repeated movements. अब आपके earthworms होते हैं, they do not have specific legs, but इनके जो body movements होते हैं expansion, contraction के, expansion, contraction करते हैं और इसी वजह से ही एक ही stretch में काफी दूर दूर तक travel कर जाते हैं. Then you have second, amoeba moves by extending its pseudopodia and paramecium moves with the help of cilia. So you have amoeba, pseudopodia का मतलब क्या होता है? Pseudo का मतलब होता है false और podia का मतलब होता है field. False feet actual में exist करते नहीं है, but feet like projections ये निकालते हैं. And amoeba shows movement in this way. Then most of the insects like cockroaches have 2 pairs of wings along with 3 pairs of walking appendages, and both these structures help them in movement. The wings help them to fly in the air while legs are used for walking. The outer or exoskeleton is also made up of joint parts which help them in movement. Cockroaches के पास wings भी होते हैं, they have pair of legs also, they can fly and they can walk also. Then you have prawns and crabs have variable number of walking appendages for movement. Snails are provided with a muscular foot to slide over the surface. Now there is a factopedia. Snakes do not move in a straight line, they form curves to move. The snake's body has a very long backbone. The muscles present in the body connect this backbone with the ribs and the skin. The body of the snake is able to form curves due to the presence of these muscles, and the snake presses its body against the ground and moves forward. As its body forms many curves, each curve gives it a push and enables it to move forward very fast. तो snake कभी भी आपको सीधा जाता हुआ दिखाई देगा नहीं, रेंगता हुआ दिखाई देगा, and it forms curves like structure while moving. It crawls actually. Then starfish have tube feet on their arms which assist them in moving on the surface. Fishes have fins and tail on their body which help them to move in water. You have learnt about the adaptations of fishes which help them to move in water in the earlier chapters. And in frogs, hind legs with webbed feet help in locomotion. Now you have different kinds of fishes. Fishes में भी आपकी modifications होते हैं ताकि अलग-अलग तरीके के movement वो show कर सके. And similarly you have frog also. Birds use their muscles to move their feathered wings and fly. Their bones are hollow and light for helping them to fly in the air. The bones of the air forelimbs are modified as wings, while that of hind limbs are adapted for walking and perching. Man uses his hind limbs, while a few animals such as cow, elephant and tiger use both forelimbs and hind limbs for locomotion. Now you have man जो अपने hind limbs, जो आपके legs को use करता है movement के लिए. Then you have certain animals, for example cow, dogs, लायंस, ये अपने फोर लिम्स यानी कि आगे के पैरों का भी यूज करते हैं जिनको हाथ बोल सकते हैं, और हिंड लिम्स यानी कि आपके पीछे की जो दोनों टांगे होती हैं उनका भी यूज करते हैं फॉर वॉकिंग, रनिंग और फॉर मूवमेंट. Now you know about the complex nature of an animal body. Each part of the animal body has its own importance and function, which helps it to maintain and work better. The loss or absence of any part can affect the functions of the body in a serious manner. Thus, all the organs function in a coordination with each other and make the life of an animal easier, smoother and help them to survive बेटर. तो अब तक इस चैप्टर में एटलीस्ट हम ये तो जान चुके हैं कि हमारी बॉडी की अलग अलग मूवमेंट्स हैपेंस बिकॉज ऑफ मसल्स, बोन्स एंड डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ ऑर्गन्स एंड द ऑर्गन सिस्टम. तो इन सब की देखभाल करना हमारी ही जिम्मेदारी है ताकि हमारी बॉडी ढंग से फंक्शन कर सके. Now think yourself, write the number of bones in an infant, write the importance of skeleton, classify the animals based on the presence or absence of bones in their body, given an example of each type, and how does the amoeba move. And please answer these questions on your own. Now you have the glimpse of chapter. Organ, a group of tissues performing a particular function in the body. Organ system, a group of organs playing a particular role in the body. Ball and socket joint, joint which allows movement in any direction. Excretion, process of removal of waste from the body. Fixed joints, joints which do not allow any movement. Hinge joints, joints which allow back and forth movements only. Hormones, chemicals secreted by the endocrine glands and responsible for the control of body functions. Invertebrates, animals without a backbone or any bones. Vertebrates, animals with a backbone. Ligaments, elastic strands joining two bones. Milk teeth, temporarily set of teeth in children. Permanent teeth, permanent and irreplaceable set of teeth in adults. Pivot joint, joint which allows rotation around an axis. And tendons and elastic tissues attaching muscles to the bones. Now there is a summary. We digest and absorb food with the help of the digestive system. Humans have 4 types of teeth, a few of which grow twice in his life. Different organs of the digestive system have great or different functions which are important for the digestion of the food. We inhale and exhale air which involves several organs. Our respiratory system helps to breathe in clean and warm air. Our heart supplies blood to all the organs of the body. Blood transports food, oxygen, carbon dioxide and waste products to the required organs. All living organisms have a reproductive system which helps them to produce young ones of their own kind. Our muscles and bones help us to move and locomote from one place to another place. The bones of our body are joined by joints which permit different kinds of movements, and each part of the animal body has its own importance and function. So this chapter entirely dealt with the bodily movements of human beings. Joints, bones, muscles, अलग-अलग system किस तरीके से aid करता है, and then the different kinds of movements in different species of animals is what we have studied in this chapter. Please go through the entire chapter thoroughly, and the exercise questions, please do it yourselves.